Have you ever stopped for a moment, looked ahead, and wondered what the coming years hold? As we move past 70, that thought can become a little more present, a little more real. There's a natural uncertainty that comes with time passing, a quiet question about the road ahead. We might see friends or family facing health challenges, or maybe we've noticed little changes in ourselves, and it's easy to feel like we're just passengers on this journey, not really having much say in how long or how well we live. It can feel a bit daunting, like standing at a crossroads without a map. But what if there were signposts? What if science and psychology could offer us some real clues? Not about a guaranteed timeline, of course, but about the factors that tend to contribute to living a longer, healthier life after 70. What if there were specific indicators? Things we can actually observe and understand, that researchers have linked to longevity. In this video, we're going to explore 8 such signs. These aren't abstract theories. They're practical, observable aspects of life that studies suggest play a significant role in how long and how vibrantly people live in their later years. We'll look at each one, understand why it matters, and think about what it might mean for us. These signs are based on solid research, and they offer a powerful perspective on healthy aging. Stick around to the end, because there's something about the connection between all these signs that might truly surprise you and change how you think about getting older. Let's dive right into the first few signs that science and psychology point to when predicting longevity after 70. The very first one is something quite tangible, something you might not immediately think of as a longevity predictor, but research consistently highlights it. Your terms on physical mobility and strength. Now, this isn't about being able to run a marathon or lift heavy weights. It's about your ability to move through your daily life with relative ease. Can you get up from a chair without struggling? Can you walk up a flight of stairs? How's your balance? Studies often look at things like grip strength, literally how strongly you can squeeze, or your walking speed. These might seem simple, but they are powerful indicators of overall physical health, muscle mass, bone density, and even neurological function. Think about it. Maintaining mobility means you're more likely to stay active, to go out, to do the things you enjoy. It means you're less prone to falls, which can be incredibly detrimental in later life. It reflects the health of your cardiovascular system and your nervous system working together. Psychologically, maintaining physical function is also hugely important for independence and confidence. When you feel physically capable, you're more likely to maintain your routines, your hobbies, and your social life. Losing physical function can lead to a spiral of reduced activity, increased isolation, and declining mood. So, this isn't just about the muscles. It's about the freedom and independence that physical capability provides, which in turn supports mental and emotional well-being. Science shows a clear link between maintaining functional mobility and living a longer, healthier life. It's a sign that your body's systems are holding up well and that you're likely continuing to use them, which helps preserve them. Moving on to the second significant sign. And this one delves deep into the human spirit and our fundamental need for connection. Your level of the social connection. Konpon. Are you connected to other people? Do you have friends, family, or a community you feel part of? This isn't just about how many people you know. It's about the quality of those connections and the feeling of belonging. Research is incredibly clear on this. Social isolation is a major risk factor for both physical and mental decline, and it's strongly linked to shorter lifespans. Loneliness can be as detrimental to your health as smoking or obesity. Think about the psychological side. Oh, when you have strong social ties, you have people to talk to, people who care about you, people who can offer support during tough times. This reduces stress, provides emotional comfort, and gives you a sense of purpose and validation. Social interactions keep your mind active. They expose you to different perspectives and experiences. From a practical standpoint, your social network can also provide assistance when you need it, whether it's a ride to an appointment or just someone to check in on you. Psychologically, feeling connected combats feelings of loneliness and depression, which are significant factors impacting overall health and motivation. It provides a buffer against stress and a source of joy and engagement in life. Science tells us that maintaining meaningful relationships is not just nice to have, it's essential for longevity and well-being. It's a powerful sign that you are integrating into the world around you, which nourishes both mind and body. Our third indicator is closely related to our inner drive and sense of value, having a clear sense of purpose. As we get older, roles that might have defined us for years, like our career or raising children, may change or end. It's easy to feel adrift if we haven't cultivated other reasons to feel motivated and engaged. A sense of purpose isn't necessarily about having a grand, world-changing mission. It can be something as simple as caring for a pet, volunteering for a cause you believe in, pursuing a long-held hobby, or being the family historian. It's about having something that gives your days structure and meaning, something that makes you feel needed or interested. Psychologists who study aging have found that people with a strong sense of purpose tend to be more resilient, more motivated to maintain their health, and more likely to engage with the world around them. When you have a reason to get up in the morning, you're more likely to eat well, stay active, and manage stress effectively. It provides a framework for your goals and values, giving direction to your efforts. Research published in various scientific journals has linked a strong sense of purpose to lower rates of cardiovascular disease, reduced risk of dementia, and yes, longer lifespans. It's a sign that your mind is actively engaged in life, feeling relevant and contributing, which sends positive signals throughout your entire system. It fuels motivation and provides a vital psychological anchor as life circumstances change. The fourth sign we'll look at today is all about how your mind stays sharp and engaged, your level of mental engagement and willingness to learn. E. Is your brain still working out? Are you curious about the world? Do you enjoy learning new things? Whether it's picking up a new skill, reading books, following current events, or even learning a new language, just like our muscles. Our brains need exercise to stay strong and function well. Engaging in mentally stimulating activities helps build cognitive reserve, creating new neural pathways and strengthening existing ones. From a scientific standpoint, keeping your brain active is crucial for maintaining cognitive function as you age. It's associated with a lower risk of cognitive decline and dementia. It helps maintain memory, problem-solving skills, and processing speed. Psychologically, staying mentally engaged keeps life interesting and prevents boredom and apathy. It provides a sense of accomplishment and keeps you connected to the world. Learning something new, even small things, gives you a sense of mastery and confidence. It's a sign that you are actively participating in the world of ideas and information, which is fundamentally linked to brain health and overall vitality. Engaging your mind is an active choice that pays dividends in your mental clarity and your overall enjoyment of life's journey, contributing significantly to living a full and potentially longer life. Now, moving seamlessly from keeping your mind engaged, let's talk about the fifth sign, which is perhaps one of the most powerful yet sometimes overlooked predictors of how well we age: your attitude towards aging and your level of optimism. How do you view getting older? Do you see it as a period of decline and loss, or as a time for new opportunities, wisdom, and continued growth? Believe it or not, your mindset about aging can significantly impact how you actually experience it, and even how long you live. Scientific studies have shown that people with a more positive view of aging tend to live longer, healthier lives than those with negative age stereotypes. This isn't just wishful thinking. There are psychological and physiological mechanisms at play. Psychologically, maintaining an optimistic outlook and a positive attitude towards aging affects everything from your motivation to your resilience. If you believe that getting older means becoming frail and incapable, you're less likely to stay active, try new things, or maintain social connections. You might be quicker to give up when faced with a challenge. On the other hand, if you see aging as a time of continued potential, you're more likely to prioritize your health, stay engaged, and adapt to changes. Optimism helps you cope with setbacks more effectively and see solutions instead of just problems. From a scientific perspective, chronic negativity and stress can have detrimental effects on your body over time. impacting your cardiovascular system, immune function, and even cellular aging. An optimistic attitude can buffer some of these effects. It's a sign that your internal emotional landscape is one that supports well-being and motivation, driving healthier behaviors and reducing the biological toll of stress. Cultivating a positive outlook is a conscious effort, but research strongly suggests it's an investment in your longevity and quality of life. It's about framing the narrative of your later years in a way that empowers you rather than limits you. Following on from our attitude, the sixth sign is your resilience to stress and setbacks. Life doesn't stop throwing curveballs just because you've reached a certain age. There will be challenges, health issues, loss of loved ones, financial worries, unexpected changes. How you handle these difficulties, how quickly you bounce back, is a crucial indicator of your ability to navigate the later years successfully and live a longer life. Resilience isn't about never experiencing stress or sadness. It's about your capacity to cope with it, to adapt, and to find ways forward despite adversity. Psychologists define resilience as the process of adapting well in the face of trauma, tragedy, threat, or significant sources of stress. People who are more resilient tend to have better coping mechanisms, a strong support system tying back to social connection, and a belief in their ability to overcome challenges. They are less likely to be overwhelmed by stress, which, as we know, can have serious long-term health consequences. Scientifically, chronic stress can lead to inflammation, hormonal imbalances, and increased risk of various diseases. Learning to manage stress effectively, whether through mindfulness, hobbies, talking to someone, or other strategies, helps mitigate these negative effects. Your resilience is a sign that your psychological toolkit is robust, allowing you to weather life's storms without being capsized. It's about maintaining emotional equilibrium and problem-solving skills even when things are tough. Building resilience is an ongoing process, but developing these coping skills is profoundly linked to both physical and mental health as you age, contributing to a longer, more stable life journey. Our seventh significant sign relates to how well you navigate the ever-changing landscape of life, your innate ability to adapt to change. Budashant. The later years often bring significant transitions, retirement, children leaving home, changes in health, moving to a new place, loss of a spouse or friends. How well you can adjust to these new circumstances, pivot your plans, and find new routines or interests is a powerful predictor of continued well-being and longevity. People who struggle with change can become rigid, anxious, and withdrawn, whereas those who are adaptable can find new sources of joy and meaning in their altered circumstances. Think about it from a psychological perspective. Adaptation requires flexibility, a willingness to let go of the way things were and embrace the way things are becoming. It involves problem-solving skills and a belief in your capacity to handle the unknown. When you can adapt, you're less likely to be thrown off course by unexpected events. You can find new ways to stay engaged and connected, even if old avenues close off. Scientifically, the ability to adapt is linked to lower levels of stress and anxiety, which have long-term health benefits. It reflects a healthy level of cognitive flexibility and emotional regulation. Your adaptability is a sign that you are able to navigate the transitions inherent in aging gracefully, finding new footing rather than getting stuck. It shows a capacity for continued growth and adjustment, which is vital for maintaining a vibrant life regardless of external circumstances. Embracing change rather than fearing it is a key trait seen in those who thrive in their later years. Finally, the eighth sign that science and psychology point to, and one that is absolutely foundational to overall health, is your sleep quality. Moi. Are you generally getting restful sleep most nights? This isn't just about the number of hours. Although that's important, it's also about the quality of your sleep. Do you wake up feeling refreshed? While it's true that sleep patterns can change with age, persistent poor sleep is not a normal or healthy part of aging, and it's a significant red flag for both physical and mental health. Science has revealed just how vital sleep is for nearly every function in our body and brain. During sleep, our bodies repair themselves. Our brains consolidate memories, clear out waste products, and regulate hormones. Chronic sleep deprivation is linked to a host of health problems, including increased risk of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, weakened immune function, and cognitive decline. Psychologically, poor sleep dramatically affects mood, concentration, decision-making, and stress levels. It makes you more irritable, less resilient, and less able to cope with daily challenges. Getting good sleep, on the other hand, boosts your mood, improves cognitive function, enhances your physical recovery, and strengthens your ability to handle stress. It's a sign that your body is getting the rest it needs to function optimally. While occasional sleepless nights happen to everyone, consistently prioritizing and achieving good sleep is a powerful indicator that your fundamental biological processes are functioning well. It's the bedrock upon which many other aspects of health and well-being are built, making it a critical factor in predicting how long and how healthily you'll live after 70. It's something often underestimated, but its impact on our overall health and vitality is profound. So, we've explored these 8 fascinating signs: your physical mobility and strength, the depth of your social connections, having a strong sense of purpose, keeping your mind engaged and learning, cultivating a positive attitude and optimism, your resilience in the face of stress, your ability to adapt to change, and the quality of your sleep. You might notice that these signs aren't isolated. They're deeply interconnected. Maintaining physical activity helps you stay socially connected and boosts your mood. Having a sense of purpose can motivate you to stay active and engage your mind. Good sleep improves your resilience and ability to adapt. Your attitude affects your motivation across the board. This is the surprising truth I mentioned at the beginning. Longevity isn't just about avoiding illness. It's about nurturing this complex web of physical, mental, emotional, and social well-being. These 8 signs aren't fixed destiny. They are areas of your life where you likely have some degree of influence. You might look at this list and see areas where you are strong, and maybe some where you feel you could improve. And that's okay. The point isn't to be perfect in all of them, but to recognize that these aspects of life are important and that making small, consistent efforts in any of these areas can have a ripple effect, strengthening the whole web. Remember, aging is a journey, and these signs are like points on a compass, guiding you towards a more vibrant and potentially longer life. It's never too late to work on building strength, reaching out to others, finding new passions, challenging your mind, choosing a more optimistic outlook, developing coping strategies, practicing flexibility, or improving your sleep hygiene. Small changes really can make a big difference to your health and happiness. No matter your age, think about which of these signs resonated with you the most today. Is there one area you feel inspired to focus on? Perhaps making a point to call a friend more often, finding a small volunteer opportunity, trying a new online course, or simply making your bedroom more conducive to sleep. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you're thinking or any experiences you have with these ideas. Your insights could inspire others in this community. If you found this conversation helpful and encouraging, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps us know we're providing content that matters to you. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel for more videos like this, offering practical, science-backed insights on living your best life at every age. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Remember, the later years can be a time of incredible richness and fulfillment. Live your best life at every age.